season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Mon. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Joey Bosa in on the stop. Second and 9. Mon now off of play action. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Cook, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. And I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Joseph's got it. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass, eluding the pressure right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. So the assignment, a tough one here for this defense. You've got a quarterback ranked in the top 5 in passing yards. What do they need to do to try to keep him under wraps?
Well, they didn't sleep a whole lot getting ready for this one. I can guarantee you there's just so much to combat. I think they're going to zero in on taking away his top target. Double, triple him if they have to. Make the other guys rise up and try and beat them. They'll feel a whole lot better if those guys win in the routes instead of their number one guy.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
The all-pro pass rusher Joey Bosa able to make the tackle there.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Mon. This to C.J. Ham, the fullback. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
On the give is Nwangu.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they go play action here. Mon.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie Asante Samuel.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
At the 45-yard line.
From the 45 on 2nd down.
Herbert. This caught left side by the tight end Parham.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
This defense for the Vikings, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely...
Left sideline a dime, and it looks like he's got it. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Chargers, nothing.
Running on first down, Eckler. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Handoff here to Nwangu.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Mond out of the shotgun. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there.
And now it's 2nd down.
Off the play fake. Mond. Under pressure is Mond, and he'll go down.
Jerry Tillery, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. And this throw will be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. On the return is Peterson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu.
There he goes inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story. And, wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And his throw is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Right there, 54, right there.
Herbert now. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. That one good for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Again, Herbert. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 39 yards there, a big one.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Herbert on the move to his left. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Jones. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Here's Herbert. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to find Cook here in the end zone for a Charger touchdown. Jared Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That one goes for 30 yards.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. And now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
On 1st and 10, here's Mon.
Dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mon. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Now a give running right, Nwangu.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
On the run is Nwangu.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. That's going to set them back 5 yards. The kick by Joseph is good, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert.
This is swung out to Eckler.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Herbert on 3rd down now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
For the Charger field goal, a 63-yard attempt.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Herbert on 1st down now. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Flush to his right. And his throw here's incomplete.
Jalen Guyton, the intended receiver.
And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incomplete.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 22.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Herbert throwing again. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Jalen Guyton, the intended receiver.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Jalen Guyton, the intended receiver, and it's third down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down. Badgley's kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Buying time to his left. That is caught by Thielen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in colleges delivered to the NFL.
The 48-yard line.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Mon going to throw it.
Looking here for Smith downfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. 39 yards there. A big one.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And now lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Give Uchenna Nwosu the credit for the stuff. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Charger drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. But now it'll be third down. Man open, here is Jones. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
48-yard line.
Here's Mond. Airing it out deep for Smith. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Then he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
And they'll run again. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Kene Nwangu, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. It's caught at the 1. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
The gain of 8 brings up 3rd and 2.
To the air again, Herbert. Toward the sideline, that's taken in by Jones. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight another down.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. He's got it, and it's 24-17.
Makes the score Vikings 24, Chargers 17.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 72 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Now Mon. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Handoff right side to Nwangu. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Vikings. Boy, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. Joe Reed going to return it from his end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Danielle Hunter able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
24-yard line.
Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is 3rd and 4. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. On first down, it's Herbert. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Herbert now.
It's complete to Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Again, Herbert. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack.
Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so what do you want?
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Julio Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Mond looks to throw.
Forced out to his left. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Herbert. He's got Eckler.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing, Herbert.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Now Herbert. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Caught by Jones. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. Rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. First play's a run with Nwangu. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. That one looks like he'll throw here. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And he will have a Vikings 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle,